What's up, everybody? This is my second video on the Surface Duo. Yes, there's hundreds of videos out there about the Surface Duo. Some loving it, some hating it, some that own it, and some that don't really own it. But everyone seems to be doing a video on the Surface Duo. Why? Because it is a different product. It is the first of its kind in a long time. Meaning, this is not a phone. This is a device that has a phone feature. There's a big difference. It does everything all other phones do, but it's basically a laptop on the go. Let's just put it that way. It has all the features of a phone: camera, phone dialer. You can play video games on it. You can watch movies on it. But let's get straight to the point of why I made my video. Like I said, this is my second video. This is a 2-screen device. I mean, let's really get that out of the way. It is what they said it was. You know, they said, okay, well, this is going to be Windows Duo, meaning, 2 phones. 2 screens. And that's the way we should really work the Surface Duo. There are people that get on YouTube making videos about why they don't like it, and all the reasons why they don't like it are basically because they don't know how to use it. Yes, you can throw these windows anywhere. Keep it over here, throw it over to the other screen. You can put it in the middle. We've seen all of this before. The problem is, now that I have it on 2 screens, this is up to me if I want to view everything expanded on 2 screens. There's a hinge down the middle, but that's the way they designed the phone. Like, again, they have an issue with a spine or a hinge going down the middle, and that's the way they designed the phone. If you want 1 screen, then get the Z Fold 2. But if they already said it's 2 screens, then this is the way we use it. You can also use it like this, But again, it doesn't matter how you use it. This 1 screen, this is the way it was designed to be used. So it doesn't matter what you put up on the other screen. This is, again, a 2-screen device. So if I want to watch anything on here,
nigga getting old though, nigga, because the moons wasn't as crisp as it used to be. That nigga's like going through the paces.
I'm going to watch it like this, like I would on a regular phone. On a regular phone, even though I'm going to see something bigger than a regular phone, because these are 2 large screens. So if I wanted to watch this expanded on both screens, it's my fault if there's a hinge down the middle. Not Microsoft's fault, because Microsoft already told me what this device is for and how it should be used, which is 2 screens. So it's like, why are you sitting there complaining about there's a hinge down the middle? I don't know how I'm gonna. Somebody actually went and spent the money on the Surface Duo and then turned around and returned it because they couldn't watch movies without seeing a hinge down the middle. How stupid could you get? So basically, you can do whatever you want with this. I know you hear a lot about, well, it's for productive people. It is for productive people. It really is. I know for a fact that I become more productive using this phone or device. I'm doing things differently now. I'm just doing so much more because when you use this device, it influences you to do more. And that's what it was made to do. When you try to use this device like a phone, that's when you run into all the glitches. And let me get into the glitches. The glitches are basically not mostly Microsoft's fault. I know you hear a lot about problems with software, and yeah, there is a slight problem with software. I do run into problems from time to time, but for most of the time, I don't run into problems. But for the most part, why users are running into problems is because the developer of these apps did not design their apps for something like this. They're basically keeping their apps the same way for a single screen phone. So therefore, when you try to expand an app to both screens, you run into issues like glitches, or it doesn't scroll right, or something like that. That is not Microsoft's problem or fault. That is the developer's fault. They are way behind. Everyone knew that the Surface Duo was coming out a little over a year ahead of time, but yet developers were waiting to see how many people were going to buy this product. So therefore, yeah, you're running into problems with how to expand across both screens with certain apps. So therefore, Windows apps worked great across both screens. Why? Because it is a Windows phone. So yes, some of you are going to have to wait to see what comes of this device in order to really invest in it. I know for sure that the updates that have been coming out have been helping the phone out a lot better. But yeah, as you heard before, it is for people that are productive or looking to be productive. Now, off to the other portion of the video and last portion of the video, and that is people complain about there not being a screen on the outside. There not being a camera on the outside. Again, this is not a phone, it is a device. This device was meant to help people on the go that are used to carrying around one or two devices and a laptop. You no longer need to do that with this product. So, who digs in their pocket to tell the time often? Well, that's your ordinary cell phone user. If you are going to spend the kind of money that this costs, $1,400, $1,500, that's $1,600 to $1,700 after taxes, then you should have money for a smartwatch. You should have money for earbuds. I mean, I really don't get it why people, their complaints and their gripes about this product. Like, it's not for you. If you have complaints about this product, it's not for you. But obviously it's for some of us. It's for the rest of us. So NFC complaints and charging complaints, like all that right here. Right here. I mean, you don't need these things, but I mean, you should be able to afford something like these accessories if you're willing to pay that kind of money for the Surface Duo. I mean, like, again, this is a device with a phone feature. And thank you for watching and listening to me rant. I hope I didn't really offend anybody, but I'm trying to get you into the thinking of a device like this, because there is a future for this. This isn't going anywhere. And this is inspiring others that other phone makers and developers. It's inspiring them also. This isn't the last of a Duo, and I think that's why these reviewers on YouTube, most of them complain and gripe, because they don't want to see this go any further. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you like a product and you truly like it, you'll mention that there are problems, like the software problem, but you'll focus more on what it can do right. You know, you won't just say, well, it's great hardware and bad software, because the software is good, it's okay. And like I said, it's not it's not Microsoft's problem, it's more of the developer's problem. So I hope that this builds more conversation, because I know that there are people on Facebook that have their own groups all about this device. So again, just check it out. And those of you that own it, don't be so quick to think about giving it back. Just work with it. Try to use it a little bit. Try to think of different ways that you can use this device instead of just something that you can flip through social media with. And trust me, you'll enjoy it after that.